Hello, welcome to this demo where I'm going to show you how to make a light turn different colours depending on how bright the room is. So I'm going to start off in offline mode, but if you do have an account, it means that your code will be saved and you can use it on any iPad you go to. I'm not going to use a saved project, I'm going to start a new one. I'm going to call my project LED Sensor Color. It's always important to name your project something that explains what it is. The first thing you want to do when you go into Sam Labs is to connect your blocks. There is a button in the top left-hand side called Connect Blocks, so I'm going to go there and I'm going to turn on the blocks I need. So in this case, it's the RGB LED, which is a LED that can turn any colour. I'm going to pair it and then I'm going to press tick to confirm it. Now I need my light sensor. Again, I'm going to turn it on using the dot on the side of it. I'm going to pair it and tick to say that is the correct sensor. When I've added them, they appear down the bottom under my blocks. I'm now going to drag them out from my toolbar. So first the RGB, which I'm going to put on the right-hand side, and then the light sensor. So now they're both on my canvas, but they don't talk to each other yet because they're not connected. Now you'll notice when I cover my light sensor, it shows me the value. So if I completely cover it, it goes down perhaps to around 8 at the moment. When I don't cover it, it's about 92. I'm in a fairly dim room. If I partly cover it, it can get around 30 or 40. So what I want to do is I actually want the light to turn different colours depending on what the value is. And I'm going to need a block that then filters. So it actually says only do things when the value is between certain numbers. So this is my filter here. It's under the numbers menu. I'm going to drag that up. Now the first thing I'm going to want to do is change the filter settings. To do that, click once on the filter and then on the cog for the settings. And I can select what values they are. So the first value I want to do is when the room is dark, I want it to be red. So I'm going to say when the value is between 0 and about 40, that's what I'm going to select my filter to. So when there's not much light. Now nothing's going to happen yet because nothing's connected. So let's connect this up and see what happens. I'm drawing a line with my finger between the two dots. So at the moment, I have a filter that says pass it on when it's between 0 and 40. My hand is not covering it. When my hand covers the LED and the light goes down, the RGB LED turns on. Okay, but it's not changing colour yet. To make it change colour, you can set the RGB light to a certain colour by clicking on it and going to the cog, but then it's not going to change colour depending on the light settings. So instead, I'm going to use a block which is called colour. And I'm going to drag this, and if you drop it on that connector line, it's automatically in that code. So I'm going to click on that droplet of colour, go to the cog to change the settings, and I'm going to say that when it's dark, I want the colour to be red. So I'm dragging this to red and pressing done. So now I'm going to cover and see if it works. Yes, it turned red when my hand covers the light. But it doesn't know what to do when the light's above 40. It's kind of like stuck on. So I'm going to give it more information. I'm going to grab another filter and put it here. Now my first filter said turn it red when it's 0 and 40. I'm now going to click on this filter and do the other values. So what's above 40? 41. And I'm going to say between 41 and 100, I want it to do something else. I'm going to connect this up and pick a new colour. So I'm going to my colour block, adding a new colour, and this one can be green. I'm going to connect these together and make it neat. So now, when my hand's not covering it, my light is green. When my hand covers it, it goes red. So here's your challenge. Can you make it turn a different colour in between? So that's green when you're not covering it, red when you're completely covering it, and orange when it's dim. So when the light value is about here, about 50 or 60. All right, that's your challenge.